You know what I'm saying? She talking so much shit about him, but she still letting him smash. Who is wrong? Him or her?
I mean, that nigga got that sausage smothered in drawers, and she hungry for it. So she gonna keep it. That's what it do. That's what I want a lot of women on. Especially girls I be knowing, they be talking to me about shit. And I be like, why you still there if he doing all this to you? But see, I only had to ask that question. I already know. He's swinging and slinging. That's it. Period. That's how some dudes deal with women. If she got that good up under yonder, you stand. You don't even care. Yeah, she beat me up every night, but I beat it up every night. So I mean, come on, let's be real.
I got you.
In the voice of Cat Williams. In the voice of Cat Williams. Nigga, hold on. I had a woman the other day, and she was laying there. She smacked me upside the head a couple times. But guess what? Them back shots is the truth. You hear me? Because every time she do something to me, I say, shots fired, shots fired. Straight from the back, Pippin. But nah. Hey, listen. Hey, look. On a serious note, I'm tell you what it is, man. I'm tell you what it is. I'm telling you what it is, man. Listen. A dude can be broke, poor, messed up, living on the street. But you best believe a woman will tell him to take a seat if he got that meat. That's all I got to say about that.
Yes, sir. All right, Don, hey, you still there, man?
Yeah, man.
All right, what you got to say, man?
Well, I mean, you know, if 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 we on the topic of ancient people talking about ancient people and still effing with ancient people, I think the talent pool is a little suspect because first of all, you know what I'm saying. If you saying you met this person, yet you still giving up the thigh meat, then what that make you? Don't that what
Not the pie meat. She ain't shit either.
what ain't type of person? So you know what I'm saying. But then that's the thing about it, and honestly, that's a good topic to talk about because I think you know also too. You see what I'm saying? In some kind of ways, the dynamic has been flipped where respectfully, and again, this might go on to other topics, or this is one we can ramble on because, in my mind, when you think about it, the music that is being played on the radio right now, right? Respectfully to these women and these artists, I mean no disrespect, but I'm using it to make a correlation, I think, with how the dynamic is flipped. And right now, you have a lot of respectfully. When I say their names respectfully, and because they may feel away, but I'm saying when you think about it, it's kind of leading the charge on the movement of masculine women. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, and I'm just got to call it what it is because what I'm saying is the charge of the masculine women is with, you know what I'm saying, respectfully, the Glorillas and the Shawty Red, you know, and all of that, because their music is saying that ends ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's Friday, 95 degrees, I ain't got no end, and no end ain't got me. Like, so what is that teaching the next generation of young ladies coming up? These ends ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
Right.
you know, the same rhyme in that song is, they showing off their moose knuckle. They trying to get that neck. You know what
That's
I'm saying? That same guy that ain't supposed to use that.
right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know
You said it
I
what I'm
all.
mean,
talking about. What are
hey,
you talking about?
just like
You
that,
said
man. Just like
it
that.
right. You said it right because I just said that before in the conversation I was having. You know what I'm saying? Even like with the men, I'm a fuck this bitch and she does that and all that. I'm like, hold up. And the women, they bobbing to it. Yeah, I'm a slut. Yeah, I'm a hoe. Yeah, you are. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody twerking. And they're, you know what I'm saying? Like, women are showing their bodies out to the fullest. When I be on my phone, I just click on Facebook, and then I go down my little storyline. All these little videos be on. All of them have big booties and everything. Like, I had respect for African women because of the way they carry themselves and I look them on TV. Now, they be showing off too.
They do.
I mean, yeah, it made me want to tell the African girl, you know what? I was going to bring you to my village. Guess a game motor. Not today. Everybody been down in your cookie jar. But no, I'm just saying because that's just where it is, man. The society is kind of messed up, man, because men ain't shit. Then they say women ain't shit. And they say because women show their body off, they ain't nothing or whatever. So, yeah, it's messed up. Like you said about that music and stuff like that, how they categorize us. Yeah, so, yeah, that's just what it is, man. I mean, you know what? You know what I call that? Toxic.
Oh. Like, you know, that's a trigger word right there. You know what I'm saying? You say toxic, they lose it.
But listen, that's what it is. Cause think about it. The nigga ain't shit, but he still can hit.
Yeah. That's right.
You feel me? I mean, think about it. Think about it for a minute.
Hey.
Think about it for a second. Let it marinate. I'm telling you, that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there talking about this man and everything, but he coming on later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Getting it up on the yonder.
That's it. That's it.
See, but there's layers to it though, because the layers, start from when you really peel back, and on both sides. If the woman hasn't had a male role model in the house to know what a real man look like, guess how she gonna choose up? Now, respectfully, and some of those dynamics, there's more layers to that, where the father might have wanted to be in the daughter's life, but because the mama has an issue with the dad and he done moved on, she's gonna stunt that relationship, where it's an offset dynamic, and she don't get to really see her dad or think her dad don't love her because the mama has her situation or trauma with the guy because whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it might even be because the dad, out there trying to provide for a family or whatever, and get jammed up and locked up and have to go do some time and sit down. Could be on his choices as well. But then on the other side of that man not being there, if the guy hasn't really saw that male role model, he gets raised by his emotional mother, which ain't necessarily wrong about that, because at the same time, somebody got to stay and stick around and raise the child, So it's not necessarily blaming
Right?
moms, but
Facts.
that guy though, unless he gets a male role model and know what a man looks like in his life, then he gonna allow ain't women to can run him and control him, because he's kind of been raised off the emotion. Because don't get me wrong, most single mothers will say, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do everything I can, but I because I'm not a man, I can't teach you how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mom said to me. You know what I mean? So that let me know right there that, yeah, okay, I can respect my mother, love my mother, because she trying to do everything she can, but I'm gonna have to look for other sources and other, men around in my life to see what a real man look like. No disrespect to my pops, but they had their situation and whatever, and
Oh yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, so I'm saying that. So it's a lot of layers of why that might be what we see in a day. But it's the point of it is, when it come down to it is again, we can talk about these issues, we can talk about what's going on, but is anybody ready to try to find a solution? How do we fix it? You know what I'm saying?
I
We know
got you.
see what's going on, but who's really trying to make a way to fix it? You know what I mean? Because what'll happen is, when you try to explain it to a woman, hey, I get, I'm looking at the VMO. Your dad wasn't in your life, this, that, and the third. And so you gonna naturally, in a way, kind of feel a way about a real strong man because you ain't never seen one. You know,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
ain't seen one. So how do you really know if this is one? Because the experience you going off of is your daddy left or he ain't never been there, this, that, and the third. So you're gonna go around searching for that guy, but in a way, the guy that's probably could be good for you is foreign to you because what you know is the guy leaving. So guess what you're going to generally choose? You're going to choose somebody like your dad because you're trying to replace your dad and not really be in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, with somebody that can really love you.
Talk that
And
talk.
that's what I'm saying. There's so many layers to it where if you don't get that understanding, and especially if you don't ask certain questions going into the relationship, because I think this, and I'll let y'all, see what y'all think, but what you allow in the beginning is going to continue through the whole relationship. So if you don't stop and say, hey, let's check this stuff along the way.
All right, I'm gonna go right into it right here and right now. So, the question is, when a woman says that her man ain't shit, he ain't this, he ain't that, but you know what? She's still letting them smash. Yeah, that's right. She's still letting them smash. Who is wrong? Him or her? And you know what? I know this may be a little touchy, but the woman is wrong in that situation. Yes, she is. Because she's technically being a hypocrite. That's right, I said a hypocrite. Because she's expecting something different to happen, but she's still doing the same thing over and over and over again. And let's be honest, I mean, that's the definition of insanity. Is when you constantly keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're expecting a different outcome to happen. No, that's not something that you need to do. So first thing this woman needs to do is to leave that man. All right. If she wants something different to happen, do something different. So first, leave that man, go somewhere and get healed, and then let your blessing come to you. That's the only way something is going to change. That's what you need to do. But you got to be accountable. I know that's going to hit you a little bit. You got to be accountable. But you know what? Let's look at single mothers. Many single mothers have that independent mind. So I could be the mommy. I could be the daddy. I don't need no man. I'm good to go. I can teach my son how to be a man. Wait a minute. A woman said, I can teach my son how to be a man. And I'm going to be like, well, I don't think that's the truth. Think about this. Now, if I want to go get a haircut, or I want to get my head shaved, want to get a nice little trim, my beard trimmed up, I'm not going to go to a chef to get that done. That would be weird, right? I'm not going to do that. If I want to go get some brand new tires on my car, I'm not going to go to a furniture store to get that done. Nah, they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, if I want to go get, some suits, change it up, look a little nice, get my collar all that, looking good. I'm not going to go to Burger King, because I can't have it my way then. I'm just saying, that's the truth. Yeah. Now, welcome to F Around and Find Out. All right, look, we're going to dive right into it. And after that, Trump slapped tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. And you know what? They actually retaliated with tariffs on us. I mean, who could have seen that coming? Oh, right. Literally everyone except him. But you know what? Now we just wait until April. Got you. And after that, grocery prices shot up, but Trump did say they were going down. You know what? I guess he meant down the drain. I mean, who needs eggs or meat anyway? I've always wanted to try that exclusive air-based diet. Come on now. And after that, in Washington, D.C., man, that Black Lives Matter Plaza is getting renamed to Liberty Plaza because nothing says liberty like erasing the name of a civil rights movement. Ironic, don't you think? And after that, the stock market is tanking so hard. I mean, it kind of feels like it's being run by someone who went bankrupt six times. Wait. And after that, Trump is dismantling the U.S. Department of Education. Oh, you know what? I guess he wants our kids to be dumb and hungry. I mean, it's not like that may be some kids' only meal, right? But you know what? They can't take your money for the loans. So, keep that money in your pocket, because I know I am.